Hey guys, it's Mike with Redneck Politics, where real American voices matter. Uh, there was a lot of different things I was wanting to come on here today and say, but shortly, earlier in the day, I I listened to somebody who I felt was totally on a different side of the spectrum than where I am and how I feel about being American and what our rights are, what our responsibilities are. Uh, you know, uh, we're the ones that have to make the changes. I have not liked him. I mean, I used to like him back in the day when he was just a regular host and TV. Um, but I thought he really had sold out the people. I really thought that he was bending the knee to whoever gave him more favoritism than the others. I just didn't feel like he was broadcasting or putting out things that were true. I felt like he was lying to the public to whatever help enrich him or make him more famous. Uh, and I didn't even want to hear anything he had to say. But for the past couple of weeks, I have listened to him a few times, and today I really listened to him, and man, I did not realize how wrong I was about this guy. I guess because what he's doing now, he has, his followers and stuff, but from what I see, he's putting out, the truth, and which is how, he fell into everything just the same as a lot of other millions and millions of Americans who fell for Donald Trump. But that I'm talking about Tucker Carlson. If you get to see the clip of the show that I saw today. I think he put it out yesterday, might have been today, whatever. But it's the most recent one. You definitely need to pay attention to it because a lot of what he said in it was very true. Number one, back in 2015, Trump did say a whole lot of things that got the attention of a whole lot of voters that hadn't been voting. No matter what you think, whether you're on the left or right, there's a certain amount of our country during that time that just didn't vote because they got tired of hearing the same old, and nothing was changing. And then here, this man steps into it. Everybody at first thinks it's just another one of these, you know, things he's doing to make him some money, some bullshit, basically. Um, but then he started saying things that Americans were wanting to hear, things about our borders, things about us not fighting in wars, that we didn't need to be in, or funding countries for their, so they could fight wars that eventually led to us somewhere getting involved. He said things that were, most politicians didn't say. There was a taboo on a certain ways that they had to say things and present themselves. Trump just didn't give a fuck. He just laid it out there, and a lot of people, fell into that because that's what they wanted to hear. They wanted somebody like this, especially the lower end rednecks. That's why I have redneck politics, because these are the real diehard true Americans out here that are voting for Trump. And then I could see them being drawn in when they were drawn in. Um, because we'd never had anybody like that. That's why so many people hated Trump when he won president. He wasn't supposed to win president, man. That everybody thought it was a joke. Nobody thought he'd win, and guess what? He won. That's why, during his first election, his first presidency, you know, he didn't go out there like he is now. He he tried to use it to the best that he could, and not understanding really how far you can go, uh, unlike the way he's using the government now. Uh, so my question to Tucker Carlson is I agree with you. From 2015 to 2020, we can say great things about Trump, and he did good things. But what about now? Because he's doing blatant things out there right now that are unconstitutional. They are against us, and they are to benefit him and him only. And see, Tucker, you know the difference now. You know the difference about what he's doing now and what he was doing back in 2015, and you know that there's a big difference. I have listened to you now, and I consider you a very smart man. I doubt you'll ever see this video. But in case you do, I've definitely gained some respect for you. Now, since I sit and I listened, and I've opened my eyes to what you were saying, to where we can both agree, you need to step up to the plate and take a look at what Trump's doing. That's wrong, and you know what he's doing wrong. And if you are really the patriot that you say you are, and that you are wanting our country to make America great again, I'm with you 100%. But if you're that real, then you need to step up to the bully and do just like everybody else is doing, and stop him from doing those wrongs. So, well, people, the only thing I'd like to say to end out this is, man, we got too much political violence going on out there, bro. Too much. There's too much being said on both sides. A lot more of it is coming from the right now, but you cannot stomp out the left, because they do have responsibilities for their own stuff. And neither side is good. There is no reason that any person should ever lose their life over expressing how they feel. That is the worst thing in the world that you could do to somebody else, is to hurt them over words. So, we do have a lot of mental stuff going on out here in this country, and I'm hoping at some point in time that we address these issues, because these younger folks are getting turned on by this internet right here. And there are so many people speaking out and saying things, and so many conspiracy theories. I mean, you look at the Charlie Kirk shooting. Man, it didn't happen within 30 seconds. You probably had 150 different comments, and every damn one of them were so different, and every one of them was based on conspiracy theories. Hell, when are you ever going to get to the truth when you have things like that? And it goes back to the people that spreading the bullshit. When you know it's bullshit, why you do it? For the ratings? For the money? For the fame? Because if you're lying, brother, I promise you, the people that you're trying to draw in as your audience will figure that shit out, and they'll burn your whole shit down. You won't have no more followers. So speak the truth, man. Don't fill these people's out here full of things that's not true. And most of all, our representatives in Congress and the Senate need to step up. Because this stuff y'all got going on between y'all, one blaming the other, man, y'all been doing that for so many years. We look at it as a joke now. We know what's going on. We can see, we can read. Y'all must think we freaking stupid. We know what the big, beautiful bill is. We know what the Democrats are holding out for, and that's to try to get back some of the benefits that y'all are trying to take away. and yet still get your tax break for your rich buddies. So don't sit here and say it's the Democrats trying to hold out, and these marches they got going on is Antifa and all. No, that's American people saying they're tired of your shit. That's what that is. So we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. And one of those ways is there is an election coming up for 2026. People, y'all need to think about who you voting in, man. And what do they believe? What is their voting record? Because that'll tell you everything. They can blow smoke up your ass out there in front of those TV cameras, and then go right behind closed doors and vote a totally different other way. And most people don't even know. You can go look and find it if you want it, but most people don't do that. Most people don't get. They hope that the people they vote in are the people that they hope are that they voted for. But they ain't too many of them are that way, man. They get up there and they forget all about their people back home. They forget all about that. It's all about a game. It's all about coming up. It's all about bullshit politics. It's just crazy. But anyway, sorry for taking y'all so much longer, but people, please don't hurt others over talk, man. Don't go talk to somebody, talk to a friend, talk to whoever. I know it don't, it don't always help, but you spending the rest of your life in prison ain't gonna help either. All right, people. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.